I'm James Richter, and this is a day in the life of a lieutenant.
Fire, what is the address of the emergency?
What's on fire? Multiple calls reporting flames coming from the roof. LPD's arriving on scene stating fire in the stairwells as well.
Multiple callers, complaints seen coming out of the unit. Household parties trapped. There's an older lady that lives there. She's not seen. Right, medium-sized, two-story multi-family. We have smoke and flame showing. Alpha side. WSM command remaining the offensive strategy. We do have extension to the second floor. Headed to the third. Let's go ahead and start the second alarm.
34, Tower 35, Ladder 12, along 811, Engine 42, Engine 38, Engine 42, Medic 211, Medic 21, Battalion Chief 3, Battalion Chief 5, Safety 35, Netcom Op 3, confirmed multiple structure fire.
My expectation when we first get here for the day is that everyone goes in and they check their own equipment, check the apparatus, the engine, and the medic, and make sure they're call ready. And then from there, after that, we'll sit down and have a crew meeting. Just come out and basically do a minimal like fire safety talk, and then get up in the gear to just show them, you know, don't be afraid of us. So, any volunteers who wants to?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, cool.
And we'll pull the lines. Can we do it on the drill ground?
So we'll use that hydrant, and then they'll all be pulled towards the burn building.
You guys do what you have to do for the test. But for the,
Fire Station 23, this is Christy.
see if that's the conference call.
Engine and medic going down there. And we're going to do some,
Yeah, we're gonna
pull some multi-lines for his test.
Part of our relationship with the community is doing public education, going out there and doing public relations, public education with the community. We're very big on that within our department. It's just part of our daily job. So it's not out of the norm to be expected to have visitors come visit your fire station or go to the schools and visit at the schools. I think it's a great opportunity for us to get out there in the public and let the people know who we are and what service we provide for them, especially for the kids at the elementary schools. It's a big deal for them, and they get really excited when we come out there to do it. And it's something we all enjoy.
So my name is Firefighter Christy. This is Firefighter Brian.
Hi guys.
Hi.
And this is our lieutenant.
My name is Mr. James.
He looks a lot different, doesn't he? But it's still Firefighter Brian under all that stuff, right?
That's one. That's a lot.
Okay, am I ready for a fire?
No.
Almost. What else do I need?
Yeah.
Good call. You guys hear that? What do you think that sound is?
The air.
Exactly.
So then we use a fire hydrant to get more water for us. Okay?
So right there, I hit this button and drop the wheels on it. Yeah, way cool, right? So now who likes the ambulance more than the fire truck?
That's the wrong answer,
Thank you for boosting my confidence, guys. I appreciate it.
Now, I really encourage the crew members to work out together. We'll come up with a crew workout. It can be sometimes a team workout. It can be just all together, everyone pick a station and work out with that, and then we just rotate around. Everyone can adjust it to their self-pace, their weight, however they want, but it brings crew camaraderie together. And then if everyone's feeling in a great mood and they want to have a team competition, we'll try and take part in that.
Engine, medic, response, medical response. Unconscious part.
79-year-old female, awake, conscious, in and out of consciousness.
So for any call, first thing, I'll listen up to the call so I can get as much information before I even enter here. If it's a medical call, if it's a fire call, motor vehicle accident, just to know what kind of gear we're getting in first off. For us, for our crew here, going to medical calls, we just want to make sure that we're wearing, the pants, regular pants. We don't need to get into full bunker gear for those kinds of calls. And then I'll come in here and I'll look real quick at the notes. The first thing I usually do is I map us actually to the call, and then I'll go back and I'll read the notes of the details of it. Once we all get seatbelted in and we start positioning out, I will tell the driver. The reason I look at the mapping first is I can tell the driver, the engineer, hey, this is where we're going. These are the main streets. I want you to turn left here. As we're going to the call, I'll go back periodically and look, because with dispatch, they're always updating our calls. So I will always read the updates to the crew members so they know, so that we're all on the same page. Like I said, we're all functioning as a team. So if we go to a medical call and I'm telling them this is a difficulty breathing, and then the notes come up, it's updated, this is a cardiac arrest, I'm giving all that information, and in turn, in the back, they're all thinking about, okay, so I know I need these specific kits, I know I'm going to be doing compressions, I know I'm going to be working the monitor, I know I'm going to be getting an IV established, so they all have those roles prepared. Sort of, we do believe in that pit crew philosophy, and we pretty much function with that on most calls. There's always those calls where you need everyone, all hands available. So 2 people on a medic unit just for a cardiac arrest or a high acuity call, it's a lot of work to do. You need a lot of people to do it, and you want to do it in the safe and best manner that you can to provide that medical care. At this station, for today, for us, we're lucky that all of us are also paramedics. So skill-wise, all of us are proficient at any ALS skill that we can do. So you could get a call for something like we'll say a sick case. Somebody's generally not feeling well. You get there and it turns out they're having a massive heart attack, and then they go into cardiac arrest. Just having 2 people from the get-go just assigned to that, you're sort of, for us, or for myself, you're behind the 8 ball already. You're trying to play catch-up now for this whole thing. Whereas if you had all the crew members there, trained, ready to go, then the call runs much smoother. Yes, a lot of people are under maybe some false sense of just maybe media or what have you, that what we do is in the fire services we put out fires. That's not really the case. That's part of our job. In fact, it's more of a smaller part of our job. A lot of our job is going to be medical related, motor vehicle accidents. There's so many different aspects of the job that we partake in.
Engine, medic, response, medical response.
I knew the medic was coming from a different angle, from a different area. We just want to make sure that as we're coming in lights and sirens. We have to understand that we're basically moving traffic to a certain degree, that we need to be very cognizant of how effective we are and how safe we're doing that. So as we approached the intersection where I knew we were going to come across, I'm letting the engineer here know, hey, watch out for the medic unit. We need to let them go first. And that's not just for the medic unit, that's also for cars that might have possibly been a little scared and then maybe they pushed out into traffic, so that we know as we're coming into that area, watch out for everyone in that area. Same thing with a fire, it also lets me know if it's a fire, who my next engine could be or my tower, who's going to get my water supply, who's going to be able to do more rescue functions for us, and so forth. So it helps a lot to keep a look on that map. So a lot of times I'll zoom in to find out exactly where the house is, but I'll always go back and forth. I'll zoom back out to see other units coming in and how far out they are. And that way I can judge who's going to be in there first.
I'm fixing your glasses.
Borrow this arm, okay? Just relax it. Just relax it.
Okay, don't move. There.
1, 2, 3, poke. Stickers on your chest. I'm gonna take a real close look at your heart, okay?
We're always trying to help each other out. We had an individual who wanted to do his engineer packet, so he's been training with us. We've been going to the drill grounds several times to just doing repetitions on engineer training skills, and today he had his test for that. So as a collective group, the engine and medic, we go out there together and we'll help him out with that clearance test. So it's something that whenever somebody has a packet like that, for me, it's valuable for all of us to work together to help that individual succeed in that packet and eventually in achieving that position in this department. So that's what we were all out there for. We also got to turn those situations, even though it's a clearance test, we turn it into a training for all of us. So we get to pull the hose lines, we'll have the fire training and everything else with it. Dinner's ready. Eating together, just bringing the crew together to sit down, eat a meal together, partake in conversation with each other. Those are things that, to me, just building that rapport as a crew is pretty important, because we really function as a team. So we're going through these calls, we have to understand that we need to function as a team. And we need to be comfortable with each other. We need to know each other's strengths, weaknesses, and then we need to learn and push each other in those strengths and weaknesses. So the expectation for me is, as we train, as we work out, people have different strengths and weaknesses. Let's go ahead and help each other out, push each other, and bring each other up to a higher level.
There's no information yet. So your next right. And then immediate right.
I think it's absolutely more than just being a manager. It is being a leader. And I think that's the expectation here at South Metro, is that not only is the expectation is you're a progressive leader, but you're a progressive leader to everyone that you're with. So my job is to not only understand and know the different aspects of our all hazards department, but also to ensure that everyone else is along there with me, that we all understand all the aspects of this job. We all have, like I said, strengths and weaknesses, and we all need to help each other out to get the job done in the most effective and professional manner that we can.
Like for me, I would rather spend time getting a lot of things done during the day, and then when they go to bed at 8:30, it's a good time for me to catch up on all the paperwork. Typically here at this station, don't expect to sleep for the most part. You're going to be getting up at least once, maybe twice throughout the night.
Engine, medic, response, medical response.
Engine 23, medic 23, medical assist, map page Q37C. East Range Drive. Engine 23, medic 23, medical assist.
Engine 23, medic.
23.
With your medic for a 69-year-old male. He's conscious and breathing. Stating he was dizzy and RP states he was unresponsive as well.
So once we pass this green belt here, it'll be your next right.
So the expectation is the same for us, day or night, that we're up, ready to go, regardless of whatever call it is. Sleep, for a lot of us, gets interrupted quite a bit, and you just learn to adjust around it. If you're in the shower, call comes in, you go soapy, you come wet. However, it happens to all of us. It's always happened. It's just one of those things, part of the job.
Engine, medic, response, medical response.
"37-year-old sick case."
37?
Yeah. So you get up to this 4-way stop. You'll take a left.
So that's the great part about this job, is you don't know what's gonna come. To me, I like that angle that I don't know what today will have as far as call-wise. The other day we ran all medical calls. Today we could run MVAs, fire, who knows what we could have. So you just sit back and wait and handle it.
Medic, medical response.
So if you're interested in this job, I would definitely research it. So every department can do things differently. Some may strictly do just more fire focus than others. But definitely, if whatever department you're going to research it, that you have to really go out of your way, and you have to look up the job description. That's personally what I would do. I would look up the job description and then base my whole application towards that position.